What's happening, everybody? Man, I have a lot of videos that are going to be coming out. I'm going to try not to inundate you with them. Last week's been busy. It's been a really good weekend, really good week though. I belt tested for Kitsugo, and I went to a Nickelback concert with my dad, which was really fun. I like Nickelback. I don't know why they get so much hate. They're a really good band, and they sound great live. I mean, it's CD quality. What you hear is, is really high quality. I think a high quality concert. So it was a beautiful night, great concert. So enjoyed that. And I think I mentioned in another video that my boys and I were going to Funspot in New Hampshire. What we did is we made it kind of like a family trip. I have family that lives down way southern Maine, basically in New Hampshire. So we stayed with them, which was really fun because uh, they have a nice house. They have a PS5. Man, I can't believe how big that thing is. And I was playing Mortal Kombat 11 on that thing, and man, I really kind of fell in love with Mortal Kombat again. I used to play for the Genesis 1 and 2 all the time. I owned those ones growing up, and so kind of rekindled my love for Mortal Kombat. But anyway, so we went to this place, Fun Spot. It's an arcade. It was 3 levels, anything from modern to like old school retro. They had those stupid ticket games I hate, but our boys like them. Let's see, it's kind of like a museum. There's museum aspects to it too because they do have enclosed in cases like old systems and some arcade cabinets that they have there. I stayed in the retro area, really, which was on the top floor. The cool thing is my younger son and I, we did beat Double Dragon together, which was awesome. You did have to like buy tokens, but honestly, the tokens were really good, really well priced. And like with especially with the old retro games, I mean, it was 1 token per game, so it it was a good time. You could have a good time. You could stay there like a couple, 2 3 hours playing, especially retro games, unless you get into like the ticket games, which would take multiple tokens and all that stuff. I did beat Superman on the arcade by myself, which was a really good game. It's good too because it starts you off. It's like, oh, this game isn't too bad, and then it amps up pretty hard, and towards the end, it's pretty difficult. At least I never played the game before, so at least to me it was. But really cool arcade. Had a lot of fun there. We ended up going to go karts, and it was funny too because my one of my cousins he spun his youngest son out on the track. It was actually quite funny, and and we did batting cages and things like that. And then we went back and played some more Mortal Kombat 11. My youngest son actually really got into that game as well. And man, whew, I'll tell you what, they didn't get any less brutal and gruesome, but some of the fatalities and stuff like that, it was cool. The story mode, I mean, it was like watching a movie. The graphics are incredible on that game, and great story mode and great story. It really got me looking into the YouTube, and I watched the video on the whole lore and story and things like that. It was really quite interesting. Which brings me so that was Saturday when we went to Fun Spot, go karts, and the batting cages. And then Sunday we left around noon to come home. But on the way home, my cousin, my younger cousin, the two that we were hanging out with, was saying that they were gonna head to the Auburn Mall in Maine. So if you're in the Auburn Lewiston area for some reason, check out the Auburn Mall. There is this game store that's called Game Zone. Probably the best game store I've been to in Maine, at least that I've checked out because of the variety. I mean, they had everything from the Atari 2600 and maybe even earlier. I'm not really sure. I just saw the Atari 2600. I'm like, oh wow, to like modern consoles. I mean, they had something. I even saw a CDI game, for crying out loud. But you know, you get the Saturn, Sega CD, Atari Jaguar, and then of course like your usual stuff and the popular stuff, popular retro stuff. I mean, everything in between. It was a really good store, and they had some variety. And so I let my boys pick out a game each, and I found a few things, and I'm gonna go over some of the things that I picked up. So the first one is a NES game. Now I was watching Captain Algebra play this game, and a lot of times, like, I guess I'm more of a creeper in people's streams nowadays. I don't really comment too much. I do comment on some people's videos, but I don't comment on everybody's video. But I try to like and watch the videos. And I was watching him play this game, and it was a game I always enjoyed growing up, but I never beat it or anything like that. And so I'm gonna give this one a go because I mean, I remember it being fun and it looks fun, and that is Fester's Quest for the NES. So they had this one. This was really good price. I was just looking for good price games that I was interested in playing. Although they did have Ys 3 for the Genesis. I wish they had a loose copy because I would have spent $60 on a loose copy, but not 150 on a complete in-box copy. Not to say that that's bad. I mean, it's around market, but like I just wasn't wanting to spend that much. I spent enough at the arcade. So, all right, and then because I was playing Mortal Kombat 11, I saw that they had this Mortal Kombat. Like I said, I had 1 and 2 growing up. But beyond that, I never really played the games further, so I went and picked up Mortal Kombat 3. Now I still haven't played it. Check it out, but I know there's a good character selection and some new fighters and all that. So really looking forward to playing this. Like I said, I loved the first two, and I played them to death growing up. And again, that one was really well priced, so I couldn't pass it up. Now the last one is one that I wanted because I won all the Strike games for the Genesis. They do have some for the Super Nintendo, but for some reason they just feel better on the Genesis. So I did pick up Urban Strike for the Genesis. So this is one I loved growing up. I loved all the Strike games. They're just really fun games. Now I don't have gameplay for it because I don't have the hookups, and I don't want to hook everything up because I do plan on streaming Dante's Inferno, so the 360 all set up. I don't want to screw with anything there, so I apologize for not having gameplay, but you can always look them up to see if you, you know, they're games that you're interested in. But my childhood, great games for me. But yeah, it was a lot of fun though. I had such a great time visiting with my cousins. I don't get to see them very often because I mean it's around a 2.5 hour drive, and you know, so it's not to really enjoy, you know, spending time with family members and friends and family. I mean, doing it in a day, that's just not going to cut it to do a day trip. So a weekend trip is always fun. So yeah, and they're actually coming up this weekend, so I'm going to see if they want to hit up some game stores and comic stores, see what's open, see what they got. So I may have some more pickups depending on what's available. So yeah, that's really gonna do it for me for now. That is this video. I do hope to have, I'm working on a video and it's coming out like I want it to. I'm enjoying doing it. I mean, it's taken a long time. I'm getting footage. It's really, you know, a memories one, you know, how things spark memories, childhood memories and things like that. But, you know, it does go over a game that really meant a lot to me in my youth. And what I mean by that is I had so much fun playing it. Like, that's what that was. With gaming memories for me, it was all about having fun. It's like, whoa, this is a cool experience, about having fun. But it also, for some reason, too, always sparks this memory of this the summer of '94, and it was a great time. As Kyle Peterson said, you know, great time to be alive, and that is exactly what it was. It was just so fun, a lot of good times. So yeah, it's all about fun, really. So that's going to do it for me. Hopefully I'll have that video too. I'm going to do the editing and all that soon. So hopefully have that one out. I do have another video I want to get out too. That shouldn't take too long, but we'll see how things go. It's been great time so far. School's going to be starting soon. So hopefully all you out there had a great summer. And until next time, we'll see you. Bye.